How what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' this D. About to react to this video by Jamari. This is titled Drake is Corny. Jamari has been going in on people lately. But sure, let's see what prompted him to say that Drake is corny. I mean, we already know he's corny, but something must have occurred. Let's watch.
Yo guys, so before the video starts, I just wanted to
y'all go support.
Is the anyone sorry?
I saw this includes paid promotion at the top of the screen. That's how you know for sure a video got an ad. Sometimes it'll pop up, but sometimes it don't. Sometimes you just gotta be quick with the reaction. You gotta be quick with the ad skipping. You feel me? But I saw it, so I knew it was coming.
So over the course of his lengthy career, Drake has always been known as the corny and sensitive rapper. And I think for a long time he had real resentment against anyone who would call him soft or emotional or any of these other adjectives that rappers typically would not want to be associated with. Constantly trying to prove through his ghost-ridden bars that he is a danger out here in these streets. Smashing people's wives, talking about his mob ties he apparently has, and in general just kind of acting like a tough guy. And so that went on.
Drake is super lame. He really is, but I do enjoy his music still. But yeah, we all know this man is lame. That's how I feel about Tory. Like, I listen to his music here and there. Sometimes. But, you know, as I'm listening to him, I'm just like, I'm reminded how fucking corny he is in this little man complex that he has and the things that he says. I'll just be like shaking my head like, all right, nigga. But it's like, you know, I choose to separate the person from the art, and I can just enjoy, you know, their music without caring for them as a person or thinking that they're cool as a person. You feel me?
For years, but in recent times, it does seem like Drake has finally been ready to accept his fate, as he is now constantly living out his most embarrassing life to the fullest. Personally, I think it had a lot to do with him losing out on his dream girl to A$AP Rocky. Ever since then, this man has never been the same. And you just know he has pictures of A$AP Rocky with a target on his face hung up in his bathroom. Last year, we also discovered that Drake is out here carrying little packets of Tabasco and using it to kill the sperm in his condoms. We also discussed when he faked an NBA championship moment in his house, where he hired a bunch of guys from the local YMCA to pretend to guard him and make him feel like Game 6 Michael Jordan.
Now he pays them to guard him.
What happened today, baby? What happened to Kyrie today? I did what Kobe did against himself.
No, Kobe would never.
Yeah.
Don't even play us like that.
Back to back. Time for them.
Oh, this is so lame.
And that wasn't even the first time he had done this. Last year, his team won his mansion tournament as well, making them a whopping 2-0 in Drake's own house. And this guy even handed out a championship ring. And more recently, with his latest album, Her Loss, the sassified Drake calls for 21 Savage to do something for him, which we can only assume would be sexual in nature. And you guys can't tell me that Drake calling out one of the founders of Reddit on his new album isn't the most Drake shit of all time. Like, dude, if you couldn't sing like that, you'd be serenading some random, barely legal girl at a Sprint store somewhere. Either way, this all brings me to where we are today, where Drake has done the unthinkable and made his corniest move yet, when he made himself a necklace out of 42 engagement rings. And these 42 rings represent every single time he thought of getting down on his knees and proposing to a different woman.
Bordering the impossible.
What?
An expedition spanning 14 months.
Now this gotta be fake.
Every diamond hand-selected, inspected to only suit perfection. This monumental art piece was assembled using 351.38 carats of diamonds, mounted in 18K white gold. Each stone meticulously set, utilizing the eagle claw technique. Previous engagements, for all the times he thought about it, but never did. A true wonder of the jewelry world, presented by Alex Moss New York and Drake.
Now tell me Drake doesn't seem like the type of guy to meet a waitress at Hooters and be ready to marry her that night. Seriously, girl, let's take that flight to Vegas. He's the type of guy to message a girl on OnlyFans saying, you know you don't have to do this, right? I see your worth. I mean, seriously, is it finally time to crown this man the biggest simp of all time? The only other thing I can think is that Rihanna herself rejected him 42 times, and this is the result. And the other thing that makes this whole situation extra hilarious to me is that out of all these different women that he could have picked from, he picks a P-star to have his kid with, who he was hiding from the world until Pusha T forced him to reveal his son. It just really goes to show that no matter how much money or success someone has, you just cannot take the corniness away. This man is well on his way to 40 years old, and someone has to stop him. Either way, y'all let me know what you guys think about this down below. Have you ever thought about getting engaged to one person, much less 42 different people? Y'all make sure you drop a like.
What? Ain't no fucking way. I haven't heard anything about this. This nigga is trolling. Either Jamari is trolling or Drake is trolling with this. But even if Drake is trolling and pretending that he wanted to propose to 42 people, that's still lame. Like, he's just lame. Drake is just corny. It is what it is. I feel like most people have accepted it at this point, and it's like, hey, that's just who he is. He make fire music, so whatever. But I wonder, does he know that he's lame? He's probably just brushing it off and like, oh, people who call me corny, they're just haters. So he doesn't understand that a lot of people genuinely think that he's lame, and it has nothing to do with hating or trying to downplay him or nothing. I love Drake. I think he's great overall, but I also think he's corny. That's just how I perceive him based on the things that I've seen him do online and shit. But it's crazy because he might not know. I think about this a lot, actually. It's a very fascinating concept to think that a lot of people don't know how they're genuinely perceived by others. They have no fucking idea. Like, I'll come across people, like, let's say I know someone and I think they're weird as fuck. Like, I'll observe them and be like, damn, they don't even know that they're weird, and other people think they're weird. And it won't just be me thinking they're weird. Like, I'll have conversations with other people and they'll communicate on their own that, no, this nigga weird. And I'm like, all right, it's not just me. Like, this nigga is coming across weird as fuck. But it's like, this nigga don't know that he weird. He doesn't know what other people think about him because we don't want to be mean. We're not going to just come out and be like, nigga, you weird. You a weird ass nigga. You feel me? So a lot of people just genuinely don't know how they're perceived. I have the benefit of being online and exposed to so many people, so people give me their honest opinions about me because they can do it online and without any repercussion because they can't say it to my fucking face. So, you know, they're bold, but in person, people are not nearly as bold. So if you are a lame, people probably won't tell you that you're lame. So you probably won't know. And especially if you don't know that many people, you probably walk around here on some super lame, corny shit, and you don't even know. You don't even know that's how you're coming across to people. I just think it's interesting because I feel like a lot of people are oblivious to how they come across. We're very biased, so we want to see the good in ourselves, and we want to think that we're this grand person and people like us and we come across cool or interesting or funny or whatever the fuck. But other people might be meeting you and being like, they're so fucking weird, or they're so lame, or oh, they have a terrible personality, and you thinking you this dope ass person, but all these people who are coming in contact with you, they don't fuck with you, and they just like, I don't like them, like, I don't like how they come across. But you would never know because nobody's bold enough to say it to your face. Anyway, that's just something that I think about a lot. I'm like, damn, this nigga is whack, but does he know he whack? You know, and I feel like that's the case with Drake. I feel like he doesn't know that he's corny. And it's just so wild because all of these other people have this perception of him that he's corny, and he doesn't know that's how he's coming across. And obviously he's not coming across that way to everybody, but you're coming across corny to a lot of people. So there is some truth in that as far as how you're presenting yourself. There's something about how you're presenting yourself to the world that makes you corny, but he's probably just brushing off as, oh, these niggas is haters. They mad because they can't be me. But whole time, nigga, you are corny. You know what I mean? I don't know if any of that made sense. I don't know if I articulated that well, but it's something that I think about a lot when I meet people, you know, in my everyday life, or even honestly with my friends. I'll be thinking like, do they know they come across like this, that? Interesting. Anyway, let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.